What's going on, you tube world? Michael, Vincenzo, Steve, I'm Dave, IRP 209. Our, I won't say old man, but we're getting there. Curmudgeon about the holidays before next week and the positivity of the holidays, and then the positivity about the hobby. No, it's not going to be about the hobby. No, fuck you. That's dumb talk. Um, so tonight it's just our usual bitch fest, but more so with the holiday type situations, and allows us to grumble, gripe, groan, and take a gander at next week at the very
like
end being
like every other show.
no,
Gripe,
come on.
complain, bitch, moan.
That's very rare, very rare. We're going to
What
talk
show?
about the 1983 PSA sales report for the last week, and
No.
how Wade Boggs is doing, and I'm going to sell you merchandise of. It looks like the Geniuses fucking tights from the 80s with that kind of font on it.
Hey, on a positive note, for those who actually give a shit, I'm down to half a pack of cigarettes. Down from a pack and a half
Nice.
for a lot of years. So I'm working on it.
And for those folks that don't know, that's from 30
To
down
10.
to 10. So again, some people might not know. So just clarification.
I didn't know how many that was.
Yeah. So two packs is now lasting me 4 days.
Okay.
So it's
Progress.
Mhm.
it is. I'm really trying. It's hard. I mean, I've been smoking for over 30 years, so it's tough. But when I went and talked to the doctor, and I told him it's time, I'm really putting forth the effort. So I'm sticking with where I'm at through because everything kind of resets on Sunday. Because Sunday is when I started last Sunday. No, the Sunday before last. I started taking my medication twice a day. And I really wasn't paying attention during that week. But starting this past Sunday, I started like, okay, it's time to cut back down more.
Mhm.
So 10. There's been a few days in which I've had like 8, and then there's been a few days I've had like 12, like last week. But even last week, it was still an average of 10. So starting Sunday, I'll do my best to try and drop it down a few more until, of course, it's nothing.
And then you're just going to start seeing that money in your account.
Believe it or not, what's interesting, and most smokers will probably tell you this, like for us, it was never in the budget. Our budget was only like bills.
Yeah.
There was no groceries, there was no gas, there was no cigarettes, there was no booze. Like a lot of people may put that stuff in their budget. That was never part of the budget. So it's one of those in which, from my perspective, I can look at how much normally I would spend. But what's interesting is you don't really realize that you're not spending that money.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. But it is a cost savings type thing because, as I've told everybody, like we'll be selling the house. I'll be moving into my own place with my kid. So anything to save a few bucks, I'm going to do it. And of course, from a health perspective, let's face it, like it's not helping my cholesterol numbers and all that other kind of shit. So trying to take care of myself. So everybody keep your fingers crossed. Say if you keep up the good work type situation, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
all we can
Most likely you'll see me smoke this one, and if it goes into, because I have technically 2 left for the evening. And I did like, I kind of do that on purpose, especially on Tuesdays, because last Tuesday I went over my 10. Not that I was actually tracking it, but you know, still trying to do good. What's going on, Baz? So, step in the right direction. At least I'm not doing this as like a New Year's resolution to where I can like fuck it up after only a few days.
Yeah.
I have found though I'm not smoking them as fast though either. So I'm quote unquote enjoying them more because they're much more spread out, which I think also helps. Because, you know, in the past, it's like, okay, I have nothing to work on board. I'm going to go smoke. And then I smoke it in like 2.5 minutes. Kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm working on it, fellas. I'm working on it.
Well, yeah, when you're doing that, it's sort of just force a habit and
That's,
basically going through the motions.
and honestly, that's the hardest things because like I ran out last night, and I wanted to see, because like in the morning, the routine is, because I don't drink coffee during the week, I drink orange juice. So like I pour my orange juice, I have a few drinks, go out and have a cigarette, come back inside, take my pills, drink a little bit more of my OJ, and then go have another cigarette. Like that's been like the routine
Mhm.
for a long time. And even if I go back to like the coffee days. So I ran out last night and I'm like, okay, let's see how long I can go before it's like, okay, I'm going to pull out my hair. And it's not that I'm like craving them. It literally is the routine and the habit. So come 8:30, I had to go up to 7-Eleven. So like it was an hour and a half longer than what I normally would have had one. So like it was a step in the right direction, but it's hard. It's fucking hard, man. For anybody who's ever tried to quit, it's tough, especially when you've done it as long as I have. But it is a conscious effort, and I am really trying. So, anyways,
What's up, Scott, Mike, Baz, Yannick, Chap, the good doctor, Joe?
yeah, I'm trying. It's one of those in which it's like, God, I hope I don't actually quit and then like go to cigars or to snuff. You know, like go the complete opposite direction, like replace something with something else. Like that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen. Because it's like 3 or 4 days, give or take, and the nicotine is actually out of your system. So after that, you're not craving the nicotine. It's the constant, it's just the habit,
Mhm.
it's the routine. And one thing I do have working for me, not that I do it a whole lot, but I don't smoke in my car. You know, in like every vehicle I've had in the past, I've always smoked in my car. I've had my car going on, it'll be 5 years in March, and I may have smoked 8 or 10 in 5 years. not going to give reasons or justification as to why, but it's typically when like traffic is just completely and utter jacked up and like the idiots are out in full force, and it's like, okay, if I don't have a cigarette, I'm gonna like fucking like ram somebody off the road type situation. But I'm hoping right around the first of the year, like I'm good. So, and for those who were curious, because Vinny asked, I did have my colonoscopy on Thursday. They did find one polyp, uh, pretty good size one. Haven't heard anything back yet, but I was telling Vinny, it's like it's kind of interesting. So they gave me this fucking card. And the reason they gave me this card is because they had to basically put a clamp on it to allow it to heal and not to bleed. So this card is in the event that I need to fly, I'll set off the fucking metal detector. So like I have to show them, like I have to give them this card. So yeah. That was quite interesting. But yeah.
I thought they gave you the index card to sign because you're a YouTube legend. An OG.
No. But yeah, I was like, really? Okay, I know how big the polyp was. To me, this clamp can't be too big. I'm not supposed to feel it in the event or when I finally like pass it type situation. Why would it go off? So, yeah. But anyways, how's everybody doing?
Not too shabby. It's been a long week and it's only Tuesday.
I will agree with that.
Oh, yep.
'Tis the season.
Yep. My new boss came in to the clinic today where I work. So got to meet him for the first time. That's always fun. But seems like a real cool dude. He was there. My old boss would show up, sit in my office, shoot the shit for about an hour about anything but work, and then leave. That was his visit. This guy was here for 6 hours today.
Oh,
yeah, but it wasn't too bad.
any water cooler talk though, or was it all work?
Oh yeah, I mean there was a lot of work, a lot of digging into admin stuff and whatnot, but no, there was a lot of not work talk.
Gotcha.
He's actually from Denver. That's where he's located out of.
Gotcha.
He left there. He's here. They got snow.
Well, you just better hope he doesn't bring snow your way, right?
Yeah, I don't want it.
Well, that's why I said it.
I don't think. I think tomorrow's the only day where the temp's even like cold enough to snow. It's been stupid weather-wise here. Like when Dave got that foot of snow Sunday night into Monday, when he was telling me about it on Monday, it was 51 degrees here.
Yeah, ours has been like this. Like tonight, it's supposed to get down to 30, which isn't horrible, but
That's
still
same
it's
here.
Like we've had a few days around freezing, but it's one of those in which it's like, and like everybody wonders why people are getting sick. Temperatures fluctuating, fucking rain in the forecast, like you're like, you can't freaking win, man.
Yeah, we're high of 35, low of 22 tomorrow. and then it's right back up into the 40s.
Yeah, I haven't even
Sunday's
bothered,
showing 55. And it's the middle of December. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I think we'll be maybe 30, 32 by Sunday, but tonight it's supposed to be like 5, 10 below, and then like tomorrow night like 25 below.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're back into the low 60s tomorrow for highs, and then the mid 60s like into the weekend. We have a few days.
Minnesota sounds awful.
A
It
few
is.
evenings of chance for rain, but nothing major. So, but 'tis the season. 'Tis the season. Dave's always bitching about his nasty weather, and then of course Vinny always has a chance for some of the shitty stuff too.
Yeah, it could be 60. It was what, 50 something on Sunday, and then today it's freaking freezing. It just don't know what to make up its mind right now.
Yeah, well, the joys of living up north.
What does that mean? Say no alligators, no hurricanes, no something.
Yeah.
Snakes, no alligators, no hurricanes. No snakes, no alligators, no hurricanes.
We have snakes and tornadoes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And potential for hurricanes, at least for us. But ours is not the major nasty shit. We
Yeah.
just get bands of rain if it hits just right. So we could have some low level flooding and that type of stuff, but nothing compared to when shit hits the coast. And then, of course, my kid hates the cold and wants to end up in Montana.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Those don't go together.
Yeah, that
No.
doesn't compute. That's what I keep telling them. I'm like, kiddo, that doesn't compute.
As Jenny said in Forrest Gump, that ain't like peas and carrots, son.
No.
That ain't gonna happen.
You're like, you know where Montana is? Okay. Have you looked at like the climatology of Montana? If you haven't, I'd recommend if you don't like the cold, you might not like Montana. A few months of the year, yeah, sure. Between what, like May to maybe early mid October, depending. But
The rest of the year,
let's just say October to
You're talking
cold.
snow you can't travel in.
yeah. If you're
I work.
anywhere,
I work from home, so like.
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
just
nice
saying.
to have the option to leave if you want to.
If you're in any elevation, you are pretty much fucked. The shoveling you've done down in Texas will look like fucking somebody sweeping their kitchen.
We don't shovel here in Texas.
I was gonna say they probably don't even sell snow shovels.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
No, we don't. That's not a thing. Like you get a normal shovel, and you break the ice. You're not shoveling snow. You're breaking ice just so you can park in your driveway and your car doesn't go down the incline of your driveway.
I still remember your hail or your sleet video that one time. That it's like, oh, that's fun. That would be shoveling time. Even though it'd be again same thing. It'd be gone within an hour or so, maybe two. But
It depends. It depends, man. Sometimes Texas weather is fucked up. But then again, Missouri weather is kind of fucked up too.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
So, yeah. 73 and it cold. Yeah, that's nice try there, Baz.
yeah, that That doesn't fly.
Well, that's why my neighbors go to Florida. They end up in Florida on the 1st, January 1st. So they leave like the 27th, 26th or 27th. And then they come back in April.
Huh.
But what's interesting is they're from Ohio. So
That's really cold.
they should be used to really cold.
Yeah, but used to something and liking it are two different things.
Well, agreed. Agreed.
I'm used to getting shit on every day I wake up. I don't like it.
Well, make sure you take an umbrella next time.
Yeah.
Shit.
I did get a piece of cardboard in today, finally.
Well, you got one in the other day too that you made a video on. Yep, there it be.
Took forever
Ever.
to get here. It got to eBay authentication really fast, went through that process really quick, and then took forever to actually get here. But from the new Flawless, hollow gold, jersey numbered 4 out of 25. Love that card.
Yeah, that's a beaut.
That's the first Favre Super Bowl auto in my collection.
That's surprising.
I've had a couple in the past, but moved them to buy clays during that time. And unfortunately, I can't get those ones back because I haven't seen them since.
Of course, isn't that usually how it works?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I have some cardboard here, but I haven't opened it yet, and it feels feels like there's a mag. So this got here Monday. Just haven't had an opportunity to open it yet. I did message Brad when it got here and thanked him in advance, so he knew I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I was gonna save it for next Tuesday, but since he couldn't be there, I went ahead and made a video and opened mine.
Yeah,
It
Sunday. Feels like it feels like a mag. So, and Vinny has his too, so he needs to get off his duff and make his video.
Yeah.
Sometime this week.
His one video a year.
And you guys, if you want to save some time next week, you can open those boxes that you got from me because inside there's a sealed bubble mailer that's filled out with all the addresses on them. I do that every time I send something in a flat rate box in case for whatever reason, if it was to get damaged or something and the contents falls out, it's still a labeled package.
Gotcha.
So you're not in danger of spoiling anything if you open it to get into those boxes because I always tape them up.
That's smart. Pretty smart, man.
Michael's a smart guy.
I just have a feeling the guy that finds it torn open and that falls out. He's, yeah, right. It's not getting there. Yeah.
Let's hope let's hope mine shows up in Texas tomorrow.
I'm hoping when I wake up tomorrow it has updated. Because Brad's said the same thing yours did, and then the next scan was, oh, it's at the destination facility. It's in Ohio. And there was nothing in between.
Yeah, because
whereas Dave and Vinny's scanned multiple times along the way.
Yeah, but it's not the first time we've had issues with you sending shit.
No.
To me. Or me sending stuff to you for that matter.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy because generally whenever I get stuff from Texas, it's like they have a super funnel where stuff just zips and shows up in like 2 days, no matter what.
Well, and sometimes it does, but I'm telling you, anything, I don't know. Yeah, because as of today, it just says in transit to next facility, arriving late.
Yep. Arriving late, but we will not refund you the money you paid for priority mail shipping.
No, can't do that.
Nope.
But I mean, it took 2 days to get to the St. Louis distribution center. Like, really?
Yeah. Well, I think it got there because I shipped it Friday morning. I think it got to the distribution center Friday night. It took them till Saturday to scan it because I think they have the volume that they have is absurd right now. So I think that's what a lot of it is. But the fact that it's not scanning in between is a little odd.
Again, let's hope that it manages to get to Texas tomorrow.
Yep. I just want you to have it before Tuesday.
Well, you sent it with ample enough time for that to happen, but
I did.
It's kind of out of your hands, right?
Yep. As long as it arrives, I'll be happy. It'll be a bummer if it got lost.
Let's be positive.
Yeah.
Carrying those 4 boxes in, trying to get them out of my car, where the plowing of the snow is pretty much null and void. Trying to shut the door by kicking the car. Trying to open the door after 4 steps at the post office, and then hold the door open with said foot and sneak through. Oh my! You'd think I'd ran a marathon by when I got to the table, to sit things down and wait for the next guy. Holy fuck! That was the American Gladiators of fucking agility there, and oh, damn it!
This is why I'm glad I have a scale and/or have the ability to print labels at home, because then all I have to do is put a note in my mailbox that says packages for pickup on front porch.
Yeah. That's nice, but I like watching them physically scan it when they take it from me.
I'm always.
So my postal chick, if it's the normal postal lady,
mm-hmm.
she does it. I see her do it. So
I
don't ever have an issue with her.
I don't have a rapport. I don't have a rapport of mine here in Sedalia. I had a really good friendship with my mailman in Knob Noster.
Oh, I know. The note. If you get any or what was the note? If you get anything else Denver related, let me know and I'll make sure I destroy it or some shit.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, something what I sent you.
Yep.
That was quite humorous.
Yeah. Little did Tony know the package I had gotten from Brett in Denver had a Denver Broncos mini helmet in it. It still sits there atop my shelf.
But yeah, I won't say that I have a rapport with her,
mm-hmm.
but I guess it was a couple of years ago, I had stuff shipped to the neighbor's house across the street because it was for Laura for Christmas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want it to come here. And before she delivered it, she actually came over and was like, "Hey, I noticed that this was addressed to you, but it's the address across." I'm like, it's for, at the time, it's for my wife for Christmas. So yes, please deliver it over there. She's like, "Okay, I just wanted to make sure." I'm like, she's on her shit.
Yeah. So she reads the name, not just the address. That's good.
Then again, I have an unusual, when you think about it, my last name is fairly unusual.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's awesome. She's freaking awesome. And there's times in which she's been delivering kind of late the last couple days, because I'm sure with the holiday stuff, it's a lot crazier for them anyways. But normally she delivers between 11:45 and 1,
Mhm.
So there's a lot of times in which if I know I have something coming, not knowing the size box, sometimes I'll go outside and like meet her at the mailbox. So in the event that it's too big of a box, she doesn't have to get out of the fucking vehicle to put it on my front porch. Or, we'll chit chat for a brief moment. It's like, yeah, you should have a package. She's like, what? Well, hold on. Let me see. Oh, yep. It's not up here. Okay, let me go check the back. So,
Well, when you get yours on Thursday or Friday, it's gonna feel like a fucking box of rocks.
well, so will Vinny's.
Yeah, everyone's. It's gonna just fuck. It's like I said, those boxes, they were fucking packed to the gills. As much as I could pack and like finagle the flaps with the packaging tape. So again, sort of be careful. Don't have a cutting apparatus.
Cut up, as you said. Cut towards yourself, as I would say.
Yeah, lit the sides first, then like
Lift
sort of lift
to
flaps
cut.
and then-
I get it.
I'm just saying.
No, I get it. I get it.
I still remember. And again, fuck, this is old. Chad thundering 24 with one of the Griffies with the bubble mailer, just fucking rip
And then cut the card.
cut the card because nobody had put tape on there. Or it didn't have a team bag, and it's like that's where you might have some excitement for what's coming in. Let's use logic first, and the excitement can follow.
That's why you rip.
If
if you can rip.
it's not one of those stupid plasticky bullshit ones where you can't catch like a corner, because if they tape that,
okay, well then shake it down and then actually cut it.
I know. I'm just saying that if let's say for whatever reason you got a showcase 101, the masterpiece coming, you're fucking jacked. You're just like, I can't. You're not gonna want to do that because again, you've seen some of these other transgressions. Like I either spent a good chunk on this or I traded a good chunk for this or whatever the case. I want to make sure I take my time, get the card out, and then we can go wild and go crazy and whatever. But I want to get the card so I can see it before it gets hampered and destroyed. So yeah, I don't know. I always hope people like what I got. That's always a thing. Because I don't know if I've ever said it to anyone.
We know.
So,
but like, how many times have a lot of us said though? And yes, this is a bit of a stretch, and it's more metaphorically speaking, but like you could send a shit ton of base cards and it wouldn't matter. It's the fact that you took the time to send something to somebody. Like, in all honesty, that's what it's supposed to be about. And for anybody who disagrees with that, they need to go fucking pound sand or play in traffic or take a long walk off a short bridge.
Yeah. The package is all about the note.
There's usually that aspect of it too, a lot of times.
Yep.
Dave, of course, made sure he sent a note last year. I told everyone, like, I ain't sending the fucking note. But like, everybody knew. Vinny didn't send a note. But we all knew that. Like, that was the thing. It was like, hey, I didn't put a note in this year.
Yep, because all like whatever I get from somebody, if there's a note, it gets put in the team bag with it when it goes in my box.
Yeah, I don't do that. I have all my my decoys that had notes on it, and then like the letters and all the other stuff I finally put into a binder. So like I have a YouTube binder now.
Nice. That's a good way to do it.
Of course, it's packed away.
Yeah.
But, put all the decoys in 9-pocket pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have these. So like the sheet protectors that actually have the binder
Yep.
holes.
Yep.
I stashed all like the notes and stuff that wouldn't fit like in a 9-pocket page. And I stuffed some in that. And then once it got full enough, I put the next group in the next one and then just finally got it all to fit.
I don't know
Something
why
I've
you
been meaning to do.
I don't know why you make videos about that stuff though.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, I'd like to have a beer with somebody that says that that's stupid.
Yeah, well, people suck.
Especially when somebody knows
Universal
it's
truth.
big enough for 2 bullet trains to go through with a fucking clearance of 100 yards on each side.
It's everybody's entitled to their opinion. We've said it before. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer when it comes to opinions. But if you're going to put stuff out there for the world to see, be prepared to have somebody retort.
At some point, I will retort because I am cooking over that again. And then what he said about the dog, trading the dog in. That one can go burn in the burn pile with the 2020 tops.
Which one is
This statue showed up today.
that? Oh, that's the Wolverine Deadpool one. Okay.
Yep. Pre-order.
And the dog.
Pre-ordered this back in like May, I think.
It even has the dog.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
dog pool's on there. And the best part about it, I told my wife when she gets home tonight, she is gonna die laughing because I don't know if it'll show up on there. Look at the size of the damn nipples on that dog.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's insane. I busted up laughing when I took it out. And yeah, I can't wait to show her that because she's going to find that to be hysterical. But yeah, and when ordered those, they didn't say that it was going to be a limited edition and they were all going to be numbered. Because all the ones I have, none of them are the limited ones. And this one ended up being limited to 3,000 pieces.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was like, nice. That's pretty awesome.
Hello, Ed. Hashtag facts. Hashtag facts.
Home ec clothing.
Yeah. Well, we have Dave and his eloquent nicknames for all the douche monkeys.
That's pretty
That we
special. It
have.
takes me back to the time where I was in a home ec class and had to make a pair of boxers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to also.
They survived exactly one wash. Then they fell apart.
I think I threw mine away right after I was done and got the grade or whatever.
Yeah. I think I had,
yeah.
I don't know if it was like shorts, some kind of like, almost like a gym short. Like back in the day, gym shorts, not like they are now. So yeah, they turned out like shit, and that was pretty much get the grade. And as going out to class, boom, in the garbage. I'm like, I ain't fucking wearing these. Like, come on now.
Yeah. But hey, we all learned how to sew. Doesn't mean we could remember how to do it.
Cool.
Oh, there ain't no way.
That's why I have my kid. If I have to have something fixed, hey kiddo, can you fix this? And they taught themselves. So like
My dad used to repair sewing machines. That was his first job.
Huh.
Out of school, he said, I used to work in a factory with 500 women on sewing machines in 1971. Brownsville Sportswear. So that was his first job. So they gave him one to take home and take apart. He took it apart and put it back together and took it apart and put it back together and did that for about 3 weeks. And then he said, I knew it front ways and back ways and sideways and
Slant ways and
down
back ways.
all the Wonka ways. And then he said he used to just fix them. That was his thing. And then when
that's back when stuff could actually be fixed.
Yeah. They were big singers. I could still see one because he had one at home. He had the one he took apart, and it weighed probably 150 pounds. It was made out of cast iron. I mean, it was huge. I mean, it was serious.
My grandpa, my mom's dad, he was an upholsterer and everything for Flex Steel furniture. He did all this furniture and stuff that would go like in RVs and vans and stuff like that. So he definitely knew his way around sewing machine.
I'm sure. And hand stitch too, for that matter.
Oh yeah, up in Dubuque, Iowa.
Yeah, well, I had no family who did anything interesting when it came to fixing stuff. My grandfather was an insurance salesman.
Yeah.
All the way up till he was retired. He was an insurance salesman.
Was that the old school days of like door to door?
Initially, yes. He used to travel a ton early on.
I couldn't even imagine like that racket now, trying to do that door to door, just like, man.
But yeah, like he kind of stepped up in the world and worked out of an office. Still making phone calls and everything else, but not to the extent of what it was early on.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. My biological father was a deadbeat. For reasons in which he didn't finally figure out what was going on until it was pretty much too late. PTSD related. So he lived off the government. But again, like, didn't realize what the fuck was really going on with him until much later on in life. So
Until somebody put a name to it.
Yep. But yeah, it was quite interesting, working as a teenager or whatever, and like, it's nice to know that I'm actually supporting my father and his new wife and my half siblings because I work, because my wages go in to pay for those programs. It's like something's wrong with this picture.
Yeah.
But again, like, it is what it is. He eventually got the help he needed. Like, sadly, he didn't take care of anything else in his life from a health perspective and died of a heart attack at 55. So, but I digress.
My old man, he was a good woodworker. Make like toys and shit like that, and I don't know how much stuff we had as kids.
Benny.
Yeah, that was like an income thing too, and then it could make like dressers and fucking shelves and cabinets and all that. And
Well, my grandfather did that later on, but in his retirement for family.
Yeah.
Benny, you got a question from Edward?
Let's see. One of the 8 miles. Should I say anything? I would just grunt. I wouldn't waste my time with him. Would not
That's
waste
some-
my time.
That's some of my grandfather's handiwork. He made boats for all the grandkids and then made smaller boats for the great grandkids.
I'd be curious if he would know like common Detroit trivia, like how the mile roads work. So you have 8 mile to 30 mile, and then you have other things like you can't say Detroit. See, I don't say Detroit right, and they can smell you.
The trivia. What do the miles stand for?
Detroit?
The miles
Detroit?
go north from Detroit.
Okay, I'm surprised you know that. You've only been here for how many years?
14, but who's counting? It seems just like yesterday.
Got it, man.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Who used to say it on Sports Center? It was like Detroit.
Yeah. Who
We're
did say
not in
that?
Canada. We're not French.
Canada.
Canada.
They
Canadian.
need to end this bullshit strike. That's all I know.
Well, you know how many times I had to correct people when, like, where are you going? When I was going to Canada for work for 2 weeks and I was talking to people, it's like, where are you going? Canada, Ontario. Huh? You're going to Canada? Yes. Where are you going? Canada, Ontario. Okay, I get it. You're going to Canada. It is called Canada in the province of Ontario in Canada. Like how else do you want me to explain it? So I got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm going to Ontario.
Yep.
And I just
Let's
left
leave it at
off
that.
Canada. I'm like, I'm going to Ontario. Oh, what part of Ontario? Like, I'm going to Ontario. Not gonna try and fucking explain it anymore. Unless people know Canada, like, and I'm willing to bet even most of our Canadian brethren probably don't even know Canada. The only reason why I know of it is because that's where one of our corporate headquarters is. Outside of that, I would have never heard of it.
I know where Oshawa is.
Good for you. I don't. Didn't have to take Canadian geography in school, so like.
I know Edmonton's above Calgary.
Give this man a cookie.
Hey, you had trouble with fractions 2 years ago, so or last
Fuck
year.
off.
No fractions this year.
Yeah, keep it up, fucker.
Thank you.
I have the power, bitch.
Yeah, we know. Settle down, He-Man. Settle down.
I'll take your word for it, Baz. Like, I'm not gonna question you. But it wouldn't surprise me because, you know, like, not all teams play in the same city in which they're named after. The Dallas Cowboys have never played in Dallas. They played in Irving and now Arlington.
Many would say they haven't played in Arlington in a while.
No kidding.
Well, they haven't been playing very well, that's for sure. Not that I give a shit. I see. Mm. Is that all we're gonna get? Is a
While you're here, can you get your dog in? Thank you.
I've driven past.
This is on live TV. See, do you actually want to get in trouble for like?
You're pulling me over. My feet are really touching the ground.
I've driven past where the Ottawa Senators play.
That
I don't know
was
what
not,
the
I did
Canadian
not do that.
Tire
He did that.
arena. There's a card shop up that way. I picked up a like
Bartender.
no, no, this was like 7, no, 9 years ago. Like a cup, like patch auto, not the rookie version, but like some other rookie year version of Dumba. I don't know if it's like signature swatches to 99 at a card shop. I think I messaged. I said, "Hey, put this aside. I'm going to be up there. I will purchase it."
Good night.
So,
Good night.
Go.
Good night,
Take
see.
your dog.
You guys got pizza? No, literally, it says pizza on it.
Yeah, that's what the box says. I think there would be pizza in it.
I think there'd be lasagna in this.
You ate before, so that's my dinner.
No.
that's second gen.
Can I show them the pizza?
That's the secondary and the tertiary dinner for
Yeah.
the ever-growing child.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Falling
that
asleep.
metabolism while you have it.
Yeah, you have good metabolism now. Hit 40.
Yeah.
Then you become a fat ass like me.
It usually happens before 40.
Say what?
Ice growing
I said it usually happens before 40.
There's ice.
Ice cream. That sounds good too.
Yeah, that is sounding good. Damn, I don't have any here to eat. And it's usually too late, so I can't run up. I can't run up to Walgreens and get ice cream. By the time we get off there, they're closed. Of course, I could go to 7-Eleven, I guess, but they don't have as near the selection. And this has actually turned into a little bit more of a positive variation of our normal holiday doldrum episode.
We'll get there.
We can get our half price app from C's Jersey. That's all we get. Since they're sponsored by B-Dubs.
Yeah, but you need to place the order to have it delivered to Ely, and then Missouri, then here.
So
Ed's placing his order.
So to get to Ely from any nearest B-Dubs is probably an hour and a half from what would be the closest one? 2 hours.
Duluth.
I was about to say Duluth. Michael might be closer. I think Steve, metropolitanly, would be closer. I don't know. I haven't.
There may be one in Frisco.
We have one. My nearest B-Dubs it's close.
Probably 10 steps.
Mine's just across town.
2.8 miles.
Yeah.
I want to know who the fuck Stave is.
It's
Staven.
Save.
Yeah. What is it? The American Family Insurance or State Farm or whatever the fuck it is. Eden Hutchinson in that stupid commercial. Save. Whatever. Staven, whatever the fuck it's called.
Boondley and Save.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're anything like Vinny and not reading text before sending.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at that.
But then again, most of us have gotten really good at reading Vincenzo.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But then there are times it's like, what? Oh no, it's one of these.
Yeah.
It's not what it's
the duck flies at midnight.
like what? That
Need-
like I can't even figure that out.
Need a decoder ring, and I'm like, you know what? If he corrects it, great. If he doesn't, we'll just keep marching forward.
Yep, fuck it.
Just
Moving
message Bob. I'm sure with all the cereal he eats, he's bound to have 6 or 7 decoder rings that would work.
Or like the captain. The
I
captain.
don't know. I don't think there's one that's been invented yet for Vinny.
It would come out of Apple Jacks. Apple phone, Apple Jacks. Ha ha ha.
Oof.
What?
Is the 6th the next quote unquote Dallas card show? Scott?
No, that's going to be D2 championship for football. That's always in Frisco, Texas.
Well,
So NDSU goes down there, and
I know that the Dallas card show is supposed to be sometime in January though too. But I can't remember exactly when. Because Ryan talked about it. I got a guy from work who recently got back into collecting with his son. So he's talking about going.
you tell him you're on a podcast.
Do what?
You tell him you're on a podcast.
No. Nah.
Get on a Zoom call and be like, "Hey, I do this all the time on Tuesdays." What? I'm on StreamYard on a podcast. We got YouTube Hall of Fame votes. Did you?
He doesn't do the YouTube stuff. I did open a box for his son though when I had the boxes, and it is uploaded.
Ooh. Don McLean once had a song about that. It started a long, long time ago. Holy fuck!
Really, Dave?
Correct.
I'm leaving. I'm retiring. I'm fucking retiring.
Yeah.
To all the people who have watched, this will be my last show. Fuck all you.
Yeah.
Not even gonna do the Christmas episode. Fuck you guys. Done.
Hall of Shame.
I would intercept your package, but they don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check
Well,
the end zone of Jerry World. It's probably there.
it would that would be a possibility if stuff actually routed through Arlington, but it doesn't. It ends up in Fort Worth first.
And if it did, Jamar Chase stole it.
Yeah. It got blocked somewhere, so guess what?
It's not the first time that shit has been fucked up out of Missouri, though. Again, stuff that he sent me or stuff I've sent him, it's like, I don't know. I think we're on the bad senders list or some shit, Michael. Like,
yeah. There's also a problem with me receiving stuff where something will go to a Kansas City, Missouri facility, then it has to go to a Kansas City, Kansas facility, then to me.
I've seen that.
It's like it was closer when it was at the Kansas City, Missouri place. You made it go further.
Yeah.
Or something will come in to St. Louis, coming to me in Sedalia. It will bypass right down I-70 all the way to Kansas City, then come back to me.
You gotta get out on the freeway and be like, hey.
Yeah.
That just means you've got dumbass workers fucking sorting the mail.
Yeah,
That might be all the Hazelwood people got shipped out over there. That, like I said, that place was a fucking night.
Your story of the hotel or motel you stayed in was pretty scary.
Yeah, that's the worst time I've ever had at a hotel. I mean, I haven't had like a lot of bad times, but it's just like that was fucking right out of like a, I don't even know. I'm trying to remember like the old, like the ghetto drama of like the late 80s, early 90s. I can picture it, but yeah, where you got fucking just like, I'm sure every room in that place had fucking drugs or prostitution or fucking scabies or I don't know. It
All
was
of the above.
Yeah, I mean, there's a checklist, and fucking every list was checked twice.
That may have been where COVID originated.
Right. Yeah, that again, using my brain, I should just, because I asked Ryan, hey, can I just park behind the fucking store? He's like, well, yeah, but get out. You'll have to be out of there by like whatever time because they didn't have much parking at all. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, as soon as the light hits, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I think I did that the next night, and that was a challenge too. Trying to sleep in the back of a van and trying to like get
Down
out
by
the
a river.
You couldn't get out the back door because again, it doesn't have a fucking like a regular door latch, so you can pop the back hatch. And I'm like, oh, this was that motel. Pulling up and seeing two sheriff's vehicles, that should have been like the indication of like somewhere else. But me being the
At
trooper,
that exact moment, it was safe. 5
Right.
minutes prior, 5 minutes prior, not so much.
Or 5
Yeah.
minutes after they leave.
Yes.
So yeah, it was. Oh.
So you slept behind the store?
A lot of the next night I did. I should have done it to both nights, but I wanted like a nice bed that night because I was fucking tired from driving. It was.
Yeah, but was it a nice bed? That's going to be the question.
It was not.
You would have been better off sleeping on the floor?
No, I would have been better off sleeping in the van.
On the desk?
No, in the van, I would have been better off not sleeping in the confines of that establishment at all. Because I had like a U-Haul blanket I brought in after I saw like the bed, the situation in the sink that didn't drain, the bathtub that didn't drain.
Oh, fuck me, man.
I'm like, if that's like that, how many fucking bed bugs are in that cocksucker? And I'm like, I should just fucking go back out. And I'm like, I put the blanket on there, and I woke up the same fucking way I fell asleep. I was like in a coffin. Literally, I just woke up. I'm like, this is it. And
Yeah.
So yeah, that Hazelwood, and I think it was a Days Inn, like right off one of the exits. And I want to say there's like a cross traffic or like not a freeway, but some other sort of like major highway that was going.
Well, that sounds like a consistent theme based on what Scott ended up saying too. Maybe it was the same place.
It was fucking, and you had the top where people could walk around. It wasn't just like, okay, I got like a little balcony for my room. It's like, no, you could walk around the whole fucking top. And so you saw Caucasians and people of color walking, mostly of the female persuasion. I'm like, this is fucking 21 Jump Street. That's what I'm thinking of. The old show, not the movie. But it's just like all this shit is like, this is not good. I just want to be with my friends and look at cards. That's all I fucking wanted to do.
Yeah, but you were trying to save some coinage, and it kind of backfired.
Yeah, that was a. On the way back up to Ely, I stayed in Bowling Green, Missouri, because there's a Walmart there, and I was like, I don't know what. It wasn't a La Quinta, and it wasn't a Days Inn. Because I'm like, yeah, Days Inn never again.
Well, La
Like
Quinta
a comfort,
next to Denny's.
there's a Comfort Inn, and there might have been something else, but I'm like, okay, this looks a lot better. I went right to the bathtub, turned that fucker on, and it said, okay. Turned it off. Water drained. I'm like, whew, we're in the money. Yeah, it just
Did you not bother to pay attention to the reviews of said hotel? Just
1
out of
a.m. I checked in. 1 a.m.
that's all.
Well,
That's
no,
all
I
you
checked
got.
in at 1 a.m. So I wasn't looking for reviews. I was looking for open.
Oh, so it wasn't one of those in which that you made or
No,
you had made.
no.
So
No,
you were
this is
just trying to find a place to crash.
yeah,
That was Thursday into Friday morning, correct?
yeah.
Because
So
it was Friday and Saturday was the big pre-national.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was never like, oh, I'm gonna go through stuff. And that's so I like Trista for that, or one of the many reasons, because she'll look for that shit. I'll agree with her on it, but it's just like I'm not gonna sit there and I don't have the patience to like look through everything. I just get a place that's got a nice bed. That's all I need, so I can fall asleep, and a fan or some kind of cooling unit and some noise that isn't like outdoor shit, like some fucking guy like rattling a can against a metal fucking banister or something, or moaning from whatever fornication's going on next door, stuff of that ilk. I'm like, I don't. There's a lot of noise, but I tried to drown that out because I'm like, God damn it, this is if I survive, it's a great story. People laugh and have a good time at my expense. But yeah, that was
Well,
Hazelwood, Missouri. If you're ever in it, throw a stick of dynamite, a grenade, fucking napalm, just nobody's gonna care. You'll probably get some like medal of commendation or something. I don't know. You at least a participation trophy for something, because I mean it. And I know that's what Ryan and Neil said too. Like, you stayed over there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm like, it was 1 in the morning. 1 in the fucking morning. I'm not gonna bother anyone else. And
the Motel 6 that we stayed in on the way to Florida was a little bit questionable. But I had been driving for like 13 hours.
what's the thing? It's like you're
I
fucking.
was
Find somewhere. Find somewhere it's open.
I need a bed.
Yep. Yeah. At that point, I'm not looking through fucking reviews and like, where am I? And plus, dude, you don't know where the fuck you're at. I mean, you know, but you're not like, hey, I know. If
At a bare minimum, I could tell the sheets were clean. You know, the water drained in the bathroom, but like the place still had like probably like the original fucking carpet that was put in when the fucking thing was built.
Yeah, you get the seafoam green. It's like,
And so there was an aroma as you were walking through the fucking hallway and shit. But, you know, and then because we were gone for 2 weeks, we had like 6 or 7 bags because we didn't want to fucking leave them in the truck.
Nope.
So the only thing we left in the truck was the fucking ice chest. But all the bags, everything that, like all the pillows, all the blankets, all the bags, all went in. But again, like I get it, like 13 hours or whatever driving. And what sucks is when we got up and hit the road in the morning, if I would have like mustered up another 30 minutes or whatever, instead of like feeling like I was about to pass out, we would have actually been in Florida. Maybe we could have found it like a better place. But I had no idea where the fuck we were. Like, wasn't paying attention. I wasn't the navigator. I was the driver. So, but yeah, when you've driven that long, it's just. And I've stayed in a lot of Motel 6s in my day, and a lot of them are nice. That one, not so much.
You know what they didn't do?
They did not leave the light on.
Correct.
They did not leave the light on. And I think Laura even mentioned that it smelled like pot in the lobby, like the fucking guy who was working there that night or whatever was like in the backs getting high. It's like, oh, interesting.
It's like, okay, there. Let's see what road we're going to go down tonight.
Yeah. I haven't personally.
It's good. I don't know if I'd have it all the time because corn doesn't fucking digest, but it's not bad. You just gotta find one, again, depending on like your tolerance for like cilantro and lime. Those are two things I'm not. Cilantro, especially. Yeah, lime. I don't like the tortilla chips with lime at all. But I love what I'm drinking tonight is lime Kool-Aid. I fucking love that.
I'm getting.
But
Do you like lime Jello too?
Yes, I love it.
I just like I get it. Like I feel you. But lime juice is different compared to lime flavored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do like cherry limeades from Sonic.
Yeah, but that's a good mixture of like, so that works because they don't overdo the lime though either. Yeah. You taste it, but it's not overdone.
Yeah.
Or overbearing, I should say.
And like what is it? Sunkissed has a cherry limeade, and that stuff is wonderful.
Really? I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it in a while. So I know I had a couple cans in the front porch and I had them the other day. I'm like, oh, these are delicious. I hope the store still has them, but I'm like, I did not see anything. So I don't know why they get rid of stuff that is actually good and keep the shit around that sucks. Talking to you, Starry.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Tell us how you really feel, Dave. Yeah, let's really start getting into the doldrums of the holiday season. Come on, Dave.
It tastes like, again, I don't know if you had like the old elementary school, the water fountain thing, and it's a distinct smell and taste that we had here, and that's what that fucking Starry tastes like with like lemon lime flavoring. I tried it one sip and I threw the fucking thing away. I'm like, this is fucking trash. Just pay the lady whatever the serum is concept she came up with, whatever years ago, 15 years ago. Because I know that was like the big point of contention.
Then you're in for a great surprise when you go in for your first colonoscopy.
Can't wait.
Because mine was lemon lime flavor, and let me tell you,
I'll just slap a starry fucking label on it.
well, and this like it is very difficult to explain because it is not normal texture. When you think of drinking liquid, it's thick, but it's not thick.
You spun out on me. What are you talking about right now?
The prep for colonoscopy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say those Gatorade drinks that have the salt in them, because that stuff has the weirdest texture ever.
Well, so the prep, like they actually have a pill that you can take, but most insurances don't cover it.
Right.
You can take some of the over the counter stuff. Some, doctors go that route too. Because like the first one I had, it was Miralax and Dulcolax tabs.
Mm-hmm.
And I still had a regimen of what I needed to do or whatever. That wasn't bad.
No.
But this shit, salty with a touch of lemon lime and in between thick and not thick. It is fucking horrible, man.
It sounds a lot like how I would describe that Gatorade. To me, it tastes terrible because it's so full of salt. But the texture of it is like when you're a kid and you ate regular Cheerios and you put 10 pounds of sugar in it. So you eat it all, and at the bottom, you've got this sugar milk thing, and you drink it. That's the texture of it.
It's close to that.
Yeah.
Ew.
But it's not thick.
No.
At least the I'm going to be honest. Like, so I started it at 4 p.m. on Wednesday night. I managed to get through taking the half without really any issues other than getting a little fucking full. Because you're drinking literally a half gallon of shit. Okay? So I managed to get through it okay. Other than, again, like getting full. That was okay. Taking the second half at 3:45 in the morning. So I woke up, like I set the alarm for 3:30 so I could be like somewhat awake. And start doing the same thing. Yeah, that did not sit well. It all ended up in the sink because I threw it all up. Just, I'm fair warning people. For anybody like 45, it's a thing. Well, it's supposed to be a thing, and I would highly recommend that you actually do it. Just saying. And of course, since they found a polyp, I have to go back in fucking 3 years.
Yeah.
Bobby, it's because I couldn't make it to the fucking bathroom. When you're drinking half a gallon of fucking bowel prep for a colonoscopy, you're in the kitchen drinking it anyways. When it's ready to come out, it's coming out. Like, there is no getting there. Yeah, the fucking prep is the worst thing. Like, the procedure, fucking best sleep you ever had, man. And that's, I'm not bullshitting you. It is literally the best sleep you'll ever have. And it's only about 40 minutes. But it feels like you slept 8 hours. It's fantastic. Little groggy when you wake up, but you end up feeling like you've literally slept for 8 hours. Fucking great. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping, But they find any, it's no longer 5 years, it's 3 years. So the only time you get 5 years in between them is if they find nothing. So 3 years, I get to have another one. Yay.
Joy.
Of course, maybe by then, the pill that they originally wanted me to do, maybe insurance will pay more of it. Because I wasn't paying $50. Was not paying it.
I'll
Because
pay
the-
$50.
You make more money than I do, Vinny.
Yeah, but I'll pay the $50. I'll save it up. I won't buy a Lemieux card. Fuck.
Well, I'm not buying any cards, but I couldn't justify $50
Yep.
for fucking medication.
Well, you just got me to say the F word, so there's your consolation prize. Because I ain't effing paying. No, I drank enough of shit in my life for
the other
procedures.
The other stuff was free.
Oh, okay.
Free is good. It cost me nothing.
I might be cheap and do that, but I've drank enough. Well, once they did that contrast with the MRI and I went hot, I felt like Magneto. I figured when I got out of there, I could go, freaking metal would bend and shit. I've never experienced anything. My dad goes, he goes, if you ever have that contrast, he calls it the blue juice. He goes, your body will heat up in a way that you're not used to and aware of. And well, I was not used to it or aware of it. And then my whole body felt like it was like playing that kid's game. The floor is lava, except it's your veins are lava. And that was rough. I was not prepared for that. And the guy goes, you all right? I said, I'm feeling interesting right now. Anybody got a fan? Anybody got a good old Lasco to plug in on me?
Yeah.
Priest.
Unfortunately, Taco Bell doesn't do enough because they want that shit clear. I'll use that in air quotes. Free of any sort of substance. And Taco Bell is not going to free you of any substance.
No. Nor is the stomach flu that I have. Oh, I'm
Drink
surprised.
more water and Gatorade.
I'm drinking my bougie water.
Your bougie water?
Yeah, I like this stuff. It doesn't have any aftertaste. I like that and Ice Mountain. That's the only waters I drink because I'm a water snob.
I drink the water out of my fucking refrigerator.
That's what I do. I drink one of these and then I'll fill this up for 4 or 5 days and then I count.
That's what I do.
So after 3 days, I put them in a recycle and then I'll start again. So these are my bottles for tomorrow. I'll fill these up tonight. I'll drink. My wife's like, why do you always have to get up and be? I said, because I friggin' drink 3 gallons of water at night. I said, I just drink water. Like during the day, I got to get my coffee pot out here shortly. It's getting to be that weather.
But you don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I do. In the winter, I do.
Interesting.
What did Jeff say? I missed it.
That contrast feeling is awful.
Oh yeah, yeah. It freaking sucks. Yeah, it's like my dad kept because my dad when he had his cancer, he had to do MRIs with that, and he said I gotta go blue juice, and my mom was working, so he drove himself, got lit up with the blue juice, and drove himself home. And they're like, is someone here for you? Vinny Sr.? Nope. Well, we can't let you go. Oh, I mean, yes, they're in the car. Oh, okay. he goes, oh, I thought you meant in the building. No, they're in the car waiting for me. The invisible man. Because I was here. My other brother works. My other brother with MS was at home. And yeah, so he drove himself. And then he called me when he got home. He's like, yeah, it was good. Nothing today. Everything looks fine. I was like, good. You know, he's like, did Aunt Linda take you? Uncle John? No, I drove myself. Okay. He's 70 some years old. I'm not going to argue with him.
Yeah, strict policy for a colonoscopy. You must have somebody freaking drive you home. No,
no ifs, ands,
no,
or buts.
no taxis, no freaking ride shares, no buses. You literally have to have somebody take you home.
When I had mine, that's what they did. I've had one.
I've had two.
And I didn't enjoy those either.
Oh, nobody ever said they're fun.
No, they're not.
But again, it's the prep that isn't fun. You don't know what's going on during the procedure because you're knocked the fuck out.
Exactly. Kidney stones are far worse. But I've even become immune to that pain because I got two of them right now. I got one about right here and one a little lower than that. And it's sitting there pressing on my bladder, and I'm having a hootenanny. Just like before the National. Remember, I had to go to the ER and I missed the show. It was that Tuesday night, and Eric got all worried because I wasn't there, and I was in the hospital. Before I even got in to see the doctor, I passed the stone in the bathroom. And then they did all their stuff, and they're like, oh, by the way, you have two more sitting in there. I'm like, oh, joy. Can't wait to see them. I'm like, when do you think those will come? Oh, they could sit there. Well, apparently they sat there till now because they're coming out a year later. So I've been miserable for about 2 weeks. And sometimes it hurts, and sometimes like right now, nothing. I was sitting in the car, and I looked at my wife, and I was like, we gotta go. Get this back to C's. I forget where we went. Where did we go? Oh, we went to the post office to mail everything. So it was about 8 minutes away from where C practices soccer. So we went there. We were there for. That's my receipt for the thing. I got there. So we were there for 26 minutes, processing everything. And then by the time we got back to where she is, she's like, you going to go check on her? I said, no, I'm going to go use the bathroom. Because I have a 50-pound husky sitting on my bladder right now. That's what it felt like. But I digress. Actually, Gottlieb's only 30 pounds. He's a Pomsky, though. Right back at you.
Nice way to break up that lapse of conversation.
Yeah. Hey, I do what I can.
Well, Dave started it.
Yeah. And probably this Coke from McDonald's. It's all I got. Probably doesn't help the matter, but it settled my stomach from the other issue I'm having right now, which is the stomach flu that I got from my grandkids Saturday. So my oldest daughter and her husband both work, so they were coming this way instead of going out the other way where my other daughter usually watches the kids. So the kids came here, and then they brought the bubonic with them, and then we were good till today's Tuesday. So Monday morning, better half got sick, and then about 3 or 4 hours later, I was like, ooh, I think I'm joining her. But she had Both ends. I just had one. Lower. Colonoscopies and stomach flu. What a way to pass the time for Christmas. We're a card show, by the way. We're supposed to talk about cards. Apparently, 24-25 Artifacts is coming out next week because I just saw that Lemieux has a spot in the Artifacts break, and it's in 6-7 days. So that would be next Wednesday. So we're getting 24-25 Artifacts, which is probably the third product of 24-25. So we've had MVP and we've had Series 1 so far. 23-24 still has a lot left for the Bedard stuff. But somebody found the I think it was
The metal, wasn't it?
the metal to one gold.
The gold.
The
The gold.
PMG.
Yeah, so the PMG gold. So the Skybox metal prices should start to go down. OPG platinum. I don't know if they found the size or the golden treasure yet. And then the synergy would be the base to 12 or 13, whatever it is his year. So then that'll go down. And then I saw 24-25 synergies coming out, and I saw the autograph Lemieux. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Vinny Likey, he's going to go. There's my big one right now is I want to go after the 15-16 OPG Platinum retros for Lemieux. I only need 2. But the problem is, who was 15-16, everybody? Rookie year.
McDavid.
Thank you. I was waiting for the Oracle to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured it would be the hockey guy.
Yeah, it would be the Oracle, and he didn't speak. I know
Because I'm not.
Okay. Well, guess what? You just keep it all under wraps and keep the charades going. But 15-16, you're not going to see anything. But because last 2 days there was 2 15-16 cup Lemieux out of the cup, the base to 240, 149, 249, something like that. 249. I got one for $15 and I got one for $15. I got 2 of them. And I'm going to grab those all day long because no one's open at 15-16. And that Husky's back on my bladder. I shall return.
You're on mute, Steve.
It happens.
Yep.
He didn't mute his mic before he left, so he got dropped down. Oh, man. Oh,
And
he's back.
Max Fried deal was pretty wild. So much money.
You didn't mute, Vinny. That's why I dropped you down, just in case.
In case you farted, Gabagould.
Yeah. That's Steve's thing now. She'll be in the other room. Gabagool. And my wife, what'd she say? It's like, she's just giving you a warning.
Oh, you know what she said. Don't act like you like she did.
Yeah.
Oh man. I did mention that I did actually get my Chrome update.
Nice.
Be sitting on that.
The Jackson Holiday MLB debut got pulled.
Did it?
Yep.
Well, the Skeens is sitting in one of these boxes here. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Okay.
I wouldn't know because I'm not going to open it. Those will get stashed away with all the other shit I have.
I don't know if there's anything that I have. Well, other than that, one thing I showed from year rookie that I got actually free from DA Card World was a hanger pack of 17 football of Donruss with Mahomes and Jackson and Baker, and that's the only one I didn't open because I opened all the rest because the blasters were like $10, so I bought 5 of them, and that was free. I selected that as my free gift, so I opened them and I got 2 Mahomes. I have
Yes,
Lamar.
That's why I have a Prestige.
Yeah, that I got. I think at either Meyer or Target or Walmart, one of the 3.
Yeah, 17. I wasn't buying shit.
Well, I was 17. I was buying a lot of football. I was buying a lot of football, baseball, and hockey. I wasn't getting too much basketball, but then Luca came up. So then I grabbed some basketball, and I end up getting 2 Lucas rated rookies.
Back whenever I would join player breaks, I'd buy the Clay Matthews spot. I skunked in one, and the guy sent me a free pack of 17 optic football.
Shit.
I opened it, had a Mahomes jersey rookie in it, and ended up selling it for $180.
There you go. Can't beat that, man.
We're going to get up and personal with Vincenzo right now because I got to plug. Where'd I go?
You got it. I don't know.
Live colonoscopy?
Right?
Turn on the light. It got dark.
Well, it says, welcome to standby. I don't want to stand by. I want to go back to where I was. I don't know where I am, guys. Hold on. Oh, crap. What's that gets me back. Oh, there I am.
Kind of.
Better half wanted me to take the call up here tonight. I don't know why, but I know I'll be up here and I'm going to get my laptop working because my vacation starts. I got half days through Monday, so Tuesday I'm off. So I'm going to sit there and get my computer running because this shit's for the birds.
Mm.
And I've just been lazy. Really lazy.
At least you're saying it like it is. Like you're not making excuses. So
Heck no. That's like the basement. I was supposed to get it done last week, but I was sitting there passing this kidney stone. And then C had football. And then she has a game this Friday, 2 games Saturday, and 2 games Sunday. All soccer. 1 Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 soccer Sunday, and a football Sunday. So this coming weekend, it's just going to be. It's the only way to describe it. It's just like nuts because she's playing keeper for. They split her squad up. There's 17 kids. 1 girl's hurt. She just came back to start practicing. She broke her ankle, and she's C's friend. She's the striker. And so she's not able to play yet. So they have 16 kids. So that's 8 and 8. But what she's going to do is she's going to let the other team, it's 7v7. So she's going to play keeper for both teams so they can have a sub. So it'll work out well.
Hey, I pulled a Wimby red, white, and blue out of a freaking fat pack of prison.
5 minutes after the show ended, for that matter.
Yeah, that was not captured on video.
It was cool as hell though when you did.
But everybody on this everybody who's here saw it.
Yeah. Was Michael there?
Yes, he was.
I couldn't remember if it was Michael or Bob.
No, it was Michael.
I was there.
I love
No.
this dog.
Because I think my exact words were, "Check this out, bitches."
Yeah, I think that was your exact words.
Of course, now it's in a box in one of these tubs. Fucking playing Tetris with shit to try and get as much stuff in these things as possible.
I love it, the dog.
Packing sucks.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll say the same thing when moving time too.
Yeah. I'm packing up the basement, not as in much detail as you are right now, but
Well, you have a little bit more time.
yeah, I have 6 to 7 months. 8
Like I'm
months.
January, February. It's
Yeah.
what I'm shooting for.
I want everything in a tote ready to freaking go. Like, I have to figure everything out. We're supposed to get one of those pods and just load
Gotcha.
that. I got to clean it. Meredith and I cleaned the whole garage and everything was good. And then it looks like a freaking neutron bomb went off there again. So it's just like,
So for the new house, have a guest house built so I can like move me and my kid up there.
my ultimate thing, if I ever won the lottery, I'd build a freaking Dutton ranch. And I wouldn't have animals or anything. I'd just have a bunch of dogs, and it would be 5 or 6 houses. And if anybody wants to come live here, F it. Come live here. I don't care. Like I said,
the guest house only needs to be about, like 750 square feet. 2 bedrooms, a full-fledged kitchen, 1 bathroom. Come on.
we
You
can
do
make that. But if I'm winning 650 million, I'll make that happen. And I'm buying I'm rescuing dogs. I'm not gonna buy dogs. I'm gonna go and get me a couple huskies, a couple Australian shepherds, a couple what the heck was Dryden was an Australian shepherd, but he was mixed with border collie. So those breed of dogs. I love them. So that's what I'd buy: border collies, Australian shepherds, and huskies. And I just get a shit ton of them and let them run around. And then I'd buy the biggest bed I could possibly buy, and they can all sleep in bed. Why? Because that's the way I am, and I don't care. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come see me. It's on you.
I believe it was an old episode of MTV Cribs where they visited Shaq's house, and he had a 20-something foot plus bed.
Yeah, I
It was
remember that.
ginormous.
Wasn't it shaped like the Superman emblem?
I can't remember if the bed was a Superman emblem or if it was just a big giant round one.
I could have
Because
sworn.
I know
Superman
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Superman logo because everything of his was.
Where's our resident Shaq expert, Robert Lewis?
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Of course, I could always say, "Where's our fucking research department?"
It was round it was round, but it had the Superman emblem on the sheets.
Okay. Was it royal purple?
It's
Maybe black?
maybe blue.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's fucking random. Oh, typical show. fucking random shit.
What?
Literally.
It was
What?
sports related. It was an athlete.
It was. No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not saying that it wasn't sports, but like just random. It took on the dynamic from Vinny talking about a big ass bed so all the dogs could sleep in the same bed with them, and it moved to.
Yeah.
But
Well,
still random.
It was context. The one context led to another.
Still random though.
Whatever.
Eh,
Semi-random.
but that's okay.
We are
'cause
the show of random.
That's how we roll. That's how we
The
roll.
ironically random podcast.
You're not wrong.
I mean, if you're here for just talk about ball cards, you've tuned into the wrong freaking show.
Insane random podcast.
Well, it was fun. Another random thing. So I'm sitting here the other night, and I hear this song, and I'm like, that sounds familiar. And I go, she's in there singing "Kisses." I was made for loving you. I'm like, okay then. So I messaged Eric, of course. I said, Eric, you'd be very proud of my daughter because apparently she's part of the Kiss Army. She's like, I love this song. And then she's like, how about this one, Dad? Do you know it? Yeah, I said, I'm aware. It was Detroit Rock City. And then she's like, Dad, you know this song? And she played, what is it, Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Yeah.
And then,
They're doing a reunion tour.
yeah, I just saw that today.
East Coast, though.
Yeah.
No. There's one in Chicago, April 31st or August 31st.
Oh, okay.
Them and Sevenfold.
Well, I knew that because
Because there's one Toronto,
one is with
one
Korn.
That sounds like a decent concert.
They have one where Korn is there, and then one is with the Vince Sevenfold, and then there's one with Deftones.
Yeah, Deftones, which is bleh. I do not get
I never saw the appeal.
Not a once.
I like one of their songs, but that's not enough for me to go see them in concert.
The guy, I think Guns N' Roses, when they were up here at the bank in 2017 when we went, that was Incubus, and that was another one. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This isn't anybody.
Incubus is fantastic live.
See, that's nothing I got excited about.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up at a concert in June. Alicia's favorite band is Breaking Benjamin, and they're playing.
I want to see them.
They're touring with Stained again. They released a new run of shows.
I think the Doctor just saw them.
Yeah, they rolled through here in October, and then they announced another leg of the tour next year where they're going to be back. That was in St. Louis, but they'll be in Kansas City in June.
The only reason why I didn't go see them this year is because I hate the fucking venue that they were playing at.
Oh, yeah?
If they'd actually play at and no, I'm not like bougie or anything, but I prefer an indoor venue that is a little bit more intimate. Like it doesn't fit as many people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some really great shows in places that hold like 1,500, 2,000 people.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like where they played the first time, I don't even know what it's fucking called now, but it used to be called the Starplex. Mm-hmm. And they have like the seats and everything else, and then they have the lawn seats. But decent seats for that show were like 40 something bucks a ticket. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I am not paying that. Not doing it.
Yeah.
So I'll have to go check out to see if they come back through here and if they play at a different venue and the price point is right, because I would like to see Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, that is definitely Alicia's favorite. I will tolerate it for her.
I went to see, remember the band Helmet?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them at Metropole in Pittsburgh. That was only 1,400 capacity. And that mosh pit was freaking wonderful. That was great.
The smallest venue I went and saw a show in, I think it was called like Liberty Hall or something like that. I only ever went to one show there, and it was Stone Sour was opening for Disturbed, and it couldn't have been more than 2,000 people. It was small, it was loud, it was awesome.
Yep. Same thing with Helmet. Like they were just, I like that rhythmic stuff, and it was. I went with my buddy Chris and Danny, and it was well worth it.
Yeah, they're not coming back through Dallas, Lubbock, and San Antonio.
Yeah.
To go even more random, congratulations to my buddy's kid. He just texted me. There was an all-star team for like junior high, and my buddy's son was chosen as the kicker. He goes, they beat Florida all-star team today 46-0. It was a mercy. So these are all-stars. So from the state of Michigan, they were wearing the Honolulu blue and gray uniforms for Michigan. They were pretty cool. It was a mercy, and you stop kicking. His son's the kicker, and he plays tight end, and he plays defensive back. So he plays like 3 positions. He's a pretty good football player. He was 4 for 4 on extra points, and his team recovered 3 of 4 onside kicks. He was a stud this game. I would say so. So congratulations, Colin. The IRP salutes you.
I love rolling up onside kicks when you're blowing out a team.
This kid, well, I met Chris through soccer, and and him both played soccer until he wanted to go, and he wants to kick for Clemson because his dad was the kicker for Clemson for 3 years.
Okay.
So he wants to be a kicker like his dad and go to Clemson. So, and C fancies him. So I approve of this. If that would become a thing, because I would have to worry a lot less. Because the kid's a smart kid, he's athletic, he's morals and values, and I would be happy.
13.
I know, but God knows. They're 1 year away from high school, and that's usually when it starts. Her friends, they're in 7th grade, and all these girls she knows, she goes, they all have boyfriends, and everybody's like, who's your boyfriend? She goes, I don't have a boyfriend. It's soccer.
Boyfriends?
Yeah.
We'll do the...
Yeah.
We're dating. Oh,
yeah.
Really? Where are you going?
Yeah. We're playing PS5 over the internet together. That's our date.
Playing Fortnite with the
Playing Fortnite. Yeah, I'm not. I did it with 2 other daughters to deal with this boyfriend stuff until they got hitched. I hope to wait with her. She made me feel good. Her boyfriend is soccer, so I'm happy. That's
for now.
For now.
For now.
Hey, like I said, I know the trials and tribulations. I've been through this. I've been through 2 other rodeos. I get it. This one can be delayed for a while because I
get it.
I just want to sit here and drink my Fiji water and relax and not have to worry about, Dad, I'm going out on a date tonight. Make sure you bring him in. I want to. I just want to clean this shotgun. I haven't cleaned for a while. What was that old country song? I'll be right here cleaning my gun.
No, I think you're thinking of Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Oh,
I think that's a country song.
Maybe. I'm sorry.
I just got out of jail and I don't mind going back.
yeah. I don't mind going back to prison.
You ever made love to a man? No. Want to?
Well, who was that? Bill Engvall?
No.
No.
That's freaking
Deuce Bigelow.
shit. No.
Deuce Bigelow. Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
Deuce Bigelow either.
Sam Kinison.
Bad Boys 2.
Oh yeah.
Or is it the first No, Bad Boys 2.
Damon Wayans.
No.
That
Nice
one was,
try, Dave.
That's the one. That was the cop thing with Bruce Springsteen and John Cougar Mellencamp.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, is that the other one? Okay.
That's the other one.
That and Bono and The Edge. Okay, I remember.
Okay. Bono and the Edge. Okay.
If you say so.
And I do.
Well, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark.
It doesn't even feel like the holiday season.
No.
So that's why I can give two shits. Despite the Christmas tree and all this stuff around, it just feels like cold time of year. I have no fa la 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 la's to give. It just doesn't feel. I think I'm good for a window of next Tuesday in our annual season of giving to the following. What is it? Wednesday, and this season could be done because I've lost all. I can't go. Yeah, I've lost that love and feeling.
Hey, monkey butt.
So,
Well, and fair warn you, there will not be a show on Christmas Eve, folks.
No.
So
it'll be on Christmas Day. Thursday, and then New Year's Eve is the next Tuesday. So when are we? That should be amazing.
New Year's Eve is different, though.
Yeah. We might go late. That
I was gonna say this might keep me awake till midnight.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it depends. We'll have to make sure we have some fucking topics to talk about or keep pushing through. Because, coming up on 2 hours, and that's typically as long as we go, which puts us in the 10-15 range. That's still an hour and 45 minutes to go.
We might get East Coast Christmas or East Coast New Year's.
We could change it to 10:15-ish.
Start later.
Have
Then
a lot of cards available to show.
Then I could take one hell of a nap when I get off work until I got to be on here.
Yeah, well, we have some time to figure that shit out, but go and at least get it out there. There will be no show on Christmas Eve, so plan accordingly.
Yeah.
No show on Christmas Eve. Hence the reason why the Christmas show was next week.
Alicia, Charlie, and I will be at my mother's house on Christmas Eve.
I'll
I
be
remember
right
you
here.
saying that.
And I will be watching Bad Santa, Bad Santa 2, and Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. I've already watched Santa Claus 2, and Santa Claus 3. The only thing I have left to watch is Frosty and Rudolph.
I haven't watched
And I'll be
anything yet this year.
And I'll be good for the season.
I'd like to watch the original Grinch. I need to look and see who's streaming that.
I'm gonna watch Dorsey. I'm gonna catch up. Seasons 3 and 4, or season 3. I see 1 and 2, now I got to see season 3. So I think that's what I will do. And I wish somebody streamed Ted Lasso because I watched the first 2 seasons I need to see the third season. Now they're coming back, so I enjoyed Ted Lasso. I thought it was pretty friggin' funny.
Bad Santa is the best Christmas movie.
What did Jeff say? The Penguins got their ass kicked?
No, it says they're playing.
New
They're
Year's
in town.
I went to the first 3 years I was here. The company I worked for gave me the New Year's Eve tickets, and I went to see the Pens or the Red Wings play whoever. Within the first 5 years, I got them like 3 times. Then after that, I never got them.
So Peacock, Michael, is where it's streaming.
Is it?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. Everywhere else, it's rent or buy.
Okay.
Unless you have Hulu plus live TV.
My mom does, so.
And then it also says available to stream live on Sling TV.
What's nice, Dave? Did you notice on Disney Plus that you get now? You could go and you could access through, if you log into Disney Plus, you could access ESPN Plus, Hulu, and all that. It's
If you
nice.
if you have that part of the page.
Yeah, I have all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we have Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max. And then they also have one that's Hulu, Disney Plus, and I think it's Stars.
Yeah, it might be.
Is another option. And then, of course, there's Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus.
That's what I have.
I need to get Showtime because there's a new show on there I really want to watch with Michael Fassbender called The Agency. I really want to watch that.
What's on Max? Is that Showtime part of it or no?
No, Max was a combination of HBO and Cinemax.
Yeah.
And now it's just called Max.
And then TNT and like the app, or the streaming service. I've got that where like TNT, TBS, and then like it must be HBO then. I should cancel that one out, but then I watch it around the tournament time.
Yeah.
For basketball.
So The Agency, which came out this year.
Yep.
Paramount Plus, Hulu via subscription.
Paramount Plus has it?
Uh-huh.
I've just seen them advertising it on there. Because
So
we have Paramount Plus.
It says it right there.
I'll have to check it out because I know they were advertising on there, but they were advertising it as Showtime.
Interesting.
Because I've got that.
And it says it on Hulu too, but like Hulu has different tiers.
Right.
So
Alicia, we have Hulu, but it's not live. She just has one that doesn't have ads.
Just like Paramount Plus has tiers.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking with ads, without ads as the tier.
Right. Yeah.
Because like our Paramount Plus is the free subscription through Walmart Plus. If you have a Walmart Plus membership, you get Paramount Plus for free. Yep. But it's the lower tier. So like you don't have access to everything that Paramount Plus has to offer.
I'm turning on Paramount Plus right now to see if the agency's on there.
I'm just telling you what Google says.
I hope it is because I really want to watch it and I don't want to pay for Showtime. Even though there's several shows, I used to have Showtime for years, and there was a lot of shows I watched on there that I didn't finish. Like Billions was one of them. I loved that show, but I only saw like the first 4 or 5 seasons.
Well, hopefully it's there because I want to say I've seen it advertised on.
There's Lioness.
on my Fire Stick.
And then there's
'Cause
me. I've got these stupid streaming fucking things, and I'm watching goddamn uploads of WWF Primetime Wrestling from '89 and '90. Jesus fucking Christ.
Whatever floats your boat.
We got Peacock free through our cable company till next year. And I told Better Half, I was like, we got to keep this because I watch all my soccer Premier Leagues through.
Yeah, they got a lot of soccer on there.
I watch Premier League. I watch all the reruns at night. That's what I turn on to watch because I'll watch Tottenham. I like watching Tottenham. I don't know why. I like that Song kid. He's a good player. And then I'll watch anything else. Crystal Palace, anybody. I'll watch two people. I didn't even know who this other team was last week. I'm like, who the hell are these guys? Because I know third-tier American soccer better than I do. I can tell you everything about the third-tier American soccer league, NISA, but I'm not as good with Premier League. And I watched MLS, but that's through Apple TV. MLS was through that.
Yeah, the agency is Showtime, and it has a lock on it.
That's interesting.
So it may just be a different tier of Paramount Plus than we have.
It could be.
But
I'll check with all my apps and see if I can't find it potentially and see.
But we've been watching Landman on Paramount Plus, and that show's freaking great.
Is that with Billy Bob?
It is. I will watch anything with him in it.
You mentioned that one. Didn't you also mention Tulsa King?
Yep. Tulsa King's really good.
Mm-hmm.
With Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know Trista likes the Yellowstone and the
1923. 1923 has Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren.
I can't. I don't know what it is about like sitcoms or shows. We've talked about this before too with the like 2 or 3 I could watch, and it takes so much for me to like invest in something, and if it's a lot of chitter chatter, I lose interest quick. And it's, again, people can sit there and, yeah, this is a great show, blah, 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 critically acclaimed, all that shit. No. I don't want to. Like Always Sunny. I mean, I watched that through season 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the DVDs, and that's always the thing I'd fall back on. Is like, I want DVDs. I know it doesn't make sense to have all this shit when you've got streaming, but that's what I want. That's when I'm gonna actually watch the shit. Is if I've got this DVD, because I don't want to sit there and watch a fucking commercial during this. That's why I get the DVDs, because I don't need to see what new fucking prescription pill there is, or some stupid, like I said, the State Farm. I don't need to see any ad. Every ad I see of these things, I'll never buy, ever. Don't interrupt my fucking viewing with some bullshit. So, I don't know. I know there's good shows out there, but at the same time, it just, I can't do it. It took for the U. That one was the one that first season. Saw enough for the preview where it's like, okay, this looks like it could be something. The one we talked about that, what's his name, that Bill Pullman, that was the other one. It's like, holy Christ, let's get going, or I'm gonna pull a pin, because it's a lot of chatting, and I don't need a lot of chatting. If I want that, I'm gonna clock in and listen to the people at work and get paid for it. So
So, Michael,
Yes.
it has to be something with your Paramount Plus because I can watch it.
Yeah,
on mine.
I'm sure it's just whatever. Because I don't even know if Paramount Plus is one that we pay for or if it's one of our relatives and we just have the passcode.
Oh, gotcha. But it's also showing that you can access it on Pluto TV,
Okay.
which is it offers live TV also, but like it's got
Pluto's great. It's got a lot of like the old shows. It's got like the Mystery Science channel, a Rescue 911 channel, an Unsolved Mysteries channel. Like there's a comedy, like Comedy Central channel, a Riff Tracks channel. I mean, there's a ton of shit on that.
but like the what is airing on Pluto TV is only season 1, episode 1, but eventually like I'm sure the other episodes will end up getting on there.
I was gonna say I believe there's only been one, maybe 2 episodes. I think episode 2 because I think it premiered like the November 29th or something like that.
Well, I'm trying to
So
see.
there hasn't it been very many episodes.
Oh. There's an episode 0.
Okay. Interesting.
1, 2, 1, 2.
3 will
There's-
likely be this weekend.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, episode 0, the free episode is 2 minutes. So like that is definitely not it.
That's the trailer.
Yeah. But like it's showing as if I can watch it on Paramount Plus.
I didn't realize we were still going.
Yes, we're still live. we have not signed off.
Yeah.
But we are now coming up on the 2 hour and 15-minute mark. Trooper, dude. Come on.
I was the one that loved the holidays, and now I'm like, meh. So if you go back in the archives, you would see me arguing with 2 of these gentlemen about how much I love and I'll always. Guess what? I will eat my words because now,
Welcome to the shit show.
yeah, because my grandma's gone, and once my grandma was gone and can't make it back, we didn't get to go for Thanksgiving, and we're not going to be able to go for Christmas back to PA to see my folks and my brother and my aunt, my uncle, my other brother, if he ever shows up. But I digress. That's what the holidays are for me. So, and then I got grandkids now, so that's going to be the holiday for me. I want them to enjoy it. I don't give 2 shits about myself. It doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies like my grandpa used to the day he died always gave. But I think I enjoyed it watching him more than I enjoyed it because it was family. So if I can't be around my family there, at least I'm with my family here. So it all works out in a mix, I guess. But it's still not.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy and fortunate that Alicia is willing to give up every Christmas Eve and Christmas morning to spend it with my mom for Christmas because my mom absolutely loves Christmas, whereas her side of the family couldn't care less about any of it. So my mom loves having us over on Christmas Eve to, hang out, eat, watch movies, and go to sleep and wake up, and her house on Christmas Day. And it's even better that it's 20 miles away. It's really, really close.
And you can take the dog with you, which is nice.
Yeah, I take Charlie to my mom's house. She goes to my mom's house every Monday. Alicia drops her off on her way into work, and I go to my mom's for dinner every Monday night. And if Charlie, she always asks, "You bringing Charlie, right?" And if I say no, she's like, "Well, why?" Yeah, she loves having the dog over.
Yeah.
Just
the grandpuppy.
Oh yeah. She's Dave knows I told him, but Charlie, she's in her bed next to me on the floor right now. She's in pain. She has an inflamed bulging disc in her back that's pushing on a nerve. So she's having a rough go of it right now. It happened Sunday and got her to the vet yesterday, and now she's on anti-inflammatory and a pain pill. The meds, I think, for 2 weeks, and they said it'll be 4 to 6 weeks.
Shit.
For her to be back to normal. Sucks.
At least there's the black to normal prognosis in there.
Yeah. Apparently it's a pretty common thing in whatever mix of breeds that she's got in her with I guess it's a pretty common thing with beagles.
Gotcha.
But it was scary because Sunday she was very lethargic and she was just panting out of nowhere and she was shaking. And luckily it ended up being that, if you could say lucky, it ended up being a pain issue as opposed to those symptoms are also common with heart failure.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily,
that's what my ghost had.
Yeah,
same symptoms, and it's
it's rough. Luckily, she's not doing the panting anymore, but she definitely still shakes from the pain.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Charlie, stop.
You made my dog's ears perk up.
Well,
it's like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. Two Charlies.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, Dave, wrap us up, man.
Well, I'll give my Christmas curmudgeon too.
Who cares? Yours is all work related. Fuck you. I can unmute just as fast. But here, I'll do that too. Uh-huh.
Remember that.
We're not done yet. We're not done just yet. Dave needs to go on his curmudgeon-y freaking tirade real fast.
Family, like my dad's side, I just, it's a frustrating everything. So I won't get too much into that because it pisses me off a lot. And then like my brother coming up, he'll be up, I think, Monday. So my mom was like, "Oh, we'll have our Christmas Wednesday."
Right at the buzzer.
Who the fuck is that?
What is up, Paul?
Yeah, it's not like you're in the West Coast either, Dazzler. You're fucking east. You're 11 and a half right now and creeping in at midnight.
What's going on, stranger?
And I said, well, Naomi's got her fucking Christmas concert that night. Well, we can have a Tuesday. I said, the fuck we can. I said, it's a podcast and we're doing our Christmas that night. And then she's just like, well, I'm like, I do not care. Whatever it is, I'm like, Tuesday is not going to be anything I will be around for. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, that's a big fuck you.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't always catering to every fucking buddy else. I'm like, I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah, that's
Is it-
the Christmas episode. Once it's determined when that is, there is like nothing that overrides that.
I was just saying, it's got to be something absolutely like dire or
Somebody's in the
Packages don't
hospital. Like,
Yeah.
something's got to like either gone wrong in transit or again like family issues that are not like, oh, you got a cough. No, it's like, oh, we got a trouble
in
on
the
that.
hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, I can deal with that. So I'm just like,
that's the only show for the entire year.
yeah. And then after like last year, and again, I hate to like sound like an asshole in this regard. I've said it before. And I think it's because I value giving shit so much. Like when you're listening to somebody, you're not just fucking. I don't just come up to Michael and hey, here's 10 pounds of burger. You'll like that, but it's at the same time like, oh, I can get 10 pounds of burger pretty much anywhere. This isn't like a fucking. It's not a treat. I mean, I'll use it, but like my brother getting Naomi, like I don't know, fucking if Costco or Sam's Club or whatever it was had so much hot chocolate. I mean, she got so much. She doesn't fucking drink hot chocolate. So I mean, every time she opened something, it was something like to do with that. I'm like, what are we doing here? What's you can't message me and be like, hey, A, what's her size for like clothing, and B, if I got her like an I'd say be like Appleton West sweatshirt for softball. It says Appleton West softball, Oshkosh softball, something. Like, get a couple shirts and a hoodie, and you'll be fucking golden. Get some fucking balls, she'll be golden. But then
At least ask what she fucking wants or needs.
That's when she starts to get my attitude about Christmas. I'm like, I don't want her to have that yet. That's too young to have that attitude where it's just like, wow, what a treat to get fucking 10 pounds of goddamn chocolate milk or chocolate and hot chocolate. Yay. I'll have 2 packets through the year.
Yeah.
And then again, it sounds so bad. And I know, I get this. I fucking understand it, but it's such a frustrating thing to deal with where it's don't get me a fucking stick of summer sausage. I work at a fucking grocery store. The last thing I need is a fucking something from the grocery store I work at or something akin to that.
That I can get 40% off myself, if not more.
Yeah, the meat department guys will be like, do you want one of these? Yeah, okay. Here it is.
Here you go.
And he'll get like 4 or 5 of them. Like, dude, I just usually give it to Trista because she likes that summer sausage. I like more like the bratwurst, the Polish, that type of shit. And then I told him the 1 year, 2-3 years ago, the black bag of Halls. I said, clean out fucking Woodman's, and you're good for 2 years Christmas wise. Because again, they work. They suck to have in if you don't like powerful like menthol, but they fucking work. Nothing. I'm like, I want to
tell them something that you could use, and you don't listen.
I wanted cough drops for fucking Christmas. Cough drops. I'm not a 115-year-old person, but I wanted cough drops. I just, and then he's like alluded to my mom too, like, oh, because I don't know which. I know Nico has the older one's coming up. I don't know if the younger one's coming, River. But it's like, oh, your grandkids want to see a Christmas tree. To my mom, and she's got all her shit in the basement and got to bring it up and lug it up and put it together. And I'm like, She's like, oh, I don't know if I'm like, I said, don't fucking do it. Who fucking cares? It takes up too much goddamn room. I'm like, what? Just say no. Then you come here earlier, you fucking put the thing up, and you take the fucker down. Boom.
Ours will be down the minute we're done with all the festivities for the day. Meredith will have that bitch right in the friggin' box, covered up, and boom, done. Christmas, I was like, because my grandma always left it up to Russian
New Year's.
Orthodox Christmas
Well,
or
New
Three
Year's.
Kings, because our relatives were Orthodox, so we'd always have it because they'd come to visit and she'd want the tree up. Not at this house.
Yeah, when we were kids growing up, by the time we were done opening presents and everything, my dad would open up the back door and chuck the tree outside. It
Ours
didn't.
was
It didn't
always-
make it. It didn't make it to Christmas Day night.
Yeah, ours was always up till New Year's.
I was gonna say New Year's or like the day after. It seemed. And that's I don't like a real Christmas tree. I have my small, like slender, I don't know what it is, like 3 foot one. It's up all year because it's in a corner, and that's good. I don't want to fucking. It's never on. It's there to put gifts under when that time comes, and then it just stays there. If I push it further in the corner,
Oh, the bachelor life.
I don't fucking like. And Trista loves doing all that shit, and she's fucking smart, and
But
she
he's
can
technically not a
decorate.
bachelor, Vinny.
Yeah,
Well, sorta.
No.
kind of, but not really. But she does such a fucking good job with all that, and she's like, I know you don't like it. I'm like, you are 100% correct. I said you do a great job. It looks great. It just isn't for me. I don't. The family part of it, and there always seems to be some sort of like big bill that comes up around this time of year. That's the car. So I gotta get a new fucking vehicle at some point here, and I'm trying to look for something that's decent miles because I know it's just gonna be a fucking like 500 each time for the cities, and that's 10 to 12 times in the summer, 6,000 miles right out the gate that I have to like tack on, plus whatever for spring softball. So, and then I'd still want to go down to Oklahoma, taking a softball game before her season starts. So it's just like there's never fucking any end to it, and everybody the fakeness of the Christmas and trying to like overdo on gifts, and I need I don't know. It just I get anxious. I just get crotchety, and I fucking I hate
No.
it. It's like
At least you haven't gone completely silent this year.
Yeah.
Like
there's
normally do.
times
Priest.
it's like so I'll sit there and think is like, okay, how long is the car gonna go? Because again, I don't. It's just going to work and coming back right now, and it's moving, it's going, but I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. It's gonna get cold. Okay, then what? The fucking car doesn't. Something finally goes on that. It's just like, and I hate the car buying process. I fucking hate dealing with salespeople. It's and it's another thing that gets me anxious. I don't want to be around them fuckers. So I got a card show when you're looking. What are you looking for? Shut the fuck up. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. I don't need to have some fucking idiot hovering around like a jackass. Fucking stay in your corner. You're not cool. Just fucking let me look. So it all that shit, plus the Christmas, plus the lack of family communication at any point. I've said it because what would it have been? It would have been like this weekend. I wanted to bring Naomi down to the northern Iowa. They got like a Sunday camp type thing, like a 9 to 6 deal. I wanted to go. Asked the aunt, and said, "Hey, would it be possible to like stay down there? Like Friday, it would have been Saturday and Sunday, and we would have left like Monday." This was like October 16th. I asked. So I think she got back to me the next day. Said, "Oh, I'll check, see what we got going on, like holiday wise." I said, "Yeah, sure, that's fine, whatever. Just at your earliest convenience." Do you think I've heard back?
That would be no.
I frustrated isn't the word. Disappointed isn't the word. I don't know what it is, the word that I'm looking for, but it just it
Effed
throws
off.
you it throws you in like 5 different emotional directions because I don't ask for much from anyone. You guys know that. I don't like to, I don't want to. The 1 or 2 times I do, you hope that the people come through just for the reason of like, hey, if I'm here for you, or it's not that you scratch my back, I scratch yours thing, but it's like I'm not gonna be like, Steve, I need to borrow 10 grand. It's like, no, I'm gonna if I ask you, or same with you for me, it's gonna be something we can feasibly do, reliably do, and and so just hey, I'll bring down some Zups Polish, hot mustard, whatever you guys want. Crickets. Just like fuck. So again, that I'm just like, and then you don't like to have these thoughts of like, I just want to cut ties with the family. But it's like that's what it fucking is. It's like nobody half brother, both half sisters, fucking nothing for like over a year.
Well, people only reach out when they need something or want something, is almost what it feels like.
And then I go back to like when we were in Grand Rapids for a basketball tournament. I don't know what it would have been 2-3 years ago. Okay, get a hold of like the half sister. Both of them are going to be there. Their mom's feeling ill. I mean, they're going to take care of her, but both were going to be there. I figured at least see one of them. Well, again, it's that's nice at the same point, but you still have to deal with the season. It's not like I can fucking erase the season. Okay, just even if you just want to come watch Naomi play. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to. So one lives in fucking West Virginia, Ohio, somewhere over that way, and the other's in like Bemidji or west of Bemidji, so middle upper part of the state, like 3.5, 4 hours away. Nope, can't do it. Half brother's been up to before his mom passed, was up there visiting a couple times for like a week, 10 days. Came in from Vegas. Not a word. So it just when you hear like the family and then you hear and again, it doesn't have to be the Hallmark family, but when you have like a gathering of family and then you have this family that's just a fucking disaster. It just it's one of the many dominoes that falls and you're just like I fucking can do without middle of November to January 2nd. Just fucking take that off the calendar and I'll be pleased as punch. So it it just sucks. So that's my bitch, because work is work. I know that, but it's just like all this other shit that you try to watch the wrestling, and you're like everything gets in the hamster wheel. Something gets out, something right there to replace it. You're thinking so, and then always with Naomi, if what are you trying to do for softball? What like how much do I push her further? Because I mean, like you need to fucking do more if you want to get where you want to go. So it just, ugh. Let me eat chicken nuggets under a bridge, and then too now, the pop Lily. The last 2 or 3 days, she hasn't really eaten much or drank water.
Uh-oh.
Starting to like pee everywhere. She's what, 14? Somewhere in there. So it's just like, and for that Cabochon, that breed is like a 9 to 11-year-old range. So it nothing but fucking fun. It just,
When it rains, it pours.
so that's hopefully it's nothing, but that usually doesn't mean anything positive when they start in that direction. So I'm hoping that's what the only thing I'm hoping that it turns around. So
Merry
Hope,
Christmas.
yeah,
hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
yeah.
I know easier said than done, but I
Oh,
mean,
definitely.
You know what you should do, Dave? Go watch
Don't even say an IRP Christmas episode.
No, I was gonna say you should watch. There's several people in the community do these videos that show showcases of vintage cards and also charts and graphs. I'm sure it will make you feel a world better.
Yeah. The vintage sect of the card community can go fucking burn.
Now, Dave.
If you have a certain holiday that's coming up, a part of that name, and you're from Missouri, I hope your fucking van goes off the river, off a bridge, into a river, and you don't get out.
Wow.
You're also a Cancer. Fuck you. Don't show packages because you don't get why people do that. Go fucking hang yourself, you piece of shit.
Please watch the episode next week because that's all it will be.
Yeah.
I'll be the more pleasant person.
You're like, you know what? I don't want to stroke somebody's cock because they got a 56 mantle. Wow. Holy shit, that's good. What a treat.
Should I bring the dog next week too? Make sure he's in the picture?
Yeah. I think I'd trade his nose for 3 dogs.
Again, Merry Christmas.
To all and to all a good night.
Well, not all a good night, most a good night. The others burn in the house.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean. Wrap us up, Dave.
We should have wrapped this up at 2:38:30.
We should have wrapped this up when Michael thought we were off the air.
Maybe we'll subscribe. We can get the viewers. Thank you or not thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, well, tough shit. We'll-
Try it again next week.
We'll be even bigger assholes then.
yeah, I was gonna say, if you like whammies, you hit a whammy tonight. That's all right. And if you really didn't like it, go watch some Wade Boggs content. Everybody loves that. Like 3 colonoscopies in a week. So, for Michael, for Vincenzo, for Steve, this has been IRP 209. Remember,
will not be part of the 2025 YouTube Hall of
yeah,
Fame. Guaranteed now.
we're vintage in how long we've collected. We're vintage in the years we've been on YouTube. But since we don't finger Willie Mays 1966 Topps cards, we're not going to be in that precious YouTube Hall of Fame. So,
Well, we also don't make enough videos either.
no, God forbid. Nobody wants to see our kids or any of that shit or our pups or what we're doing. We need to. I need to know that 1985 Topps graph. What the
Hey.
price point is for a Don Mattingly.
When I finally record this, it'll be my second video for the year.
Slow down. Pace yourself.
Yeah. I was gonna say, make it next year so you have at least one video that year too.
No, YouTube Hall of Fame voting. That's the first video of the year.
Oh yeah.
That's the first video of the year. And if somehow like Brad still puts me on the good boy list, I don't know why, because like I've always thought I'd be on the naughty list, but you know, hey. Actually, I think Brad just does it so he forces me to fucking make a video.
I believe so. I think that's the main reason there. So, again, next week, join us as
Or don't join us.
yeah. I'm sure somebody else will have a fucking live stream planned out now too, and they'll be discussing the light boxes of the fucking holiday season. The light box, me spreading my ass and farting in your face. That's the box of light. So yeah,
Come
so
enjoy the actual the enjoyment and the fun of watching people giving and receiving. Like, and if you, because there'll be probably some really nice shit. You'll see some smiles, you'll have some laughs. But if you don't give a shit about people giving and sharing with other people, then don't. It's going to be a long one.
It's no
Yep.
skin off my nose.
fall in a sinkhole in Pennsylvania looking for a cat if you don't like giving. Fucking losers.
Dave,
Remember,
Yeah, we gotta go now.
it's a wonderful hobby. The friendships you forge along the way, especially to make profit for yourself, that's what really matters. Good night, everyone.
good night, everybody.
Sleep well.